The Wu-Tang Clan is not only the greatest rap crew of all time, but they're also one of the best musical groups of any genre. And I've decided to rank my 100 favorite Wu-Tang albums. My list will contain both group and solo studio albums by the 10 official members. This also includes side projects that have at least one of the 10 members as lyricists in that group. But there will be no Wu affiliate albums, as that would be an entirely different list. Same for compilations, mixtapes, and soundtracks. I'm also leaving out albums that are shorter than 25 minutes long, and I'm excluding anything released prior to 36 Chambers, as well as everything that was released after its 30th anniversary. Finally, there's no Once Upon a Time in Shaolin because I haven't heard that yet. Alright, it's time to bring the ruckus. I've ranked my top 100 Wu-Tang albums. Number 100.
The S.I. way, that's the do or die way. All my homies too real, coke and blue steel. No, let's make a deal. My man and my girlfriend squeal. They set me up, but you know that I peel.
Man, deciding on number 100 was more difficult than choosing my top 10. But somebody had to be in this spot, and Cappadonna's Ear Candy doesn't include either vocals or production by any of the original members of the clan, so that was already a big strike. There are plenty of good songs, just not many great ones, and that's something that makes a fairly long album drag. I still love Cap though.
Kill devils if you're not tennis. Extraordinary heritage bars to Mike Kimmons. Yeah, like a Ku Klux Klan or white supremacist.
Number 99.
Staten Africanism, devils laughing can get some. Stab my enemies, then I hug them like I miss them.
Look, Cap dropped 7 albums in the span of 3 years. That's almost 100 songs. They can't all be bangers. Plus, he has 18 spots in my top 100, with more solo albums than any other clan member. So the odds were stacked that someone so prolific would end up with more albums at the bottom of the list too. Regardless, his grind is undeniable, and you gotta respect that hustle.
But I'm the one that she wanna be alone with. All night long, always on the phone with. I'm the kid that she getting in the zone with. I take her out of space, take her on a long trip.
Number 98.
It's been a long time since I dropped the pillars. A lot of people didn't understand Dawn the Village. Then I dropped Science, and they heard the name Kappa. They was looking at me like I'm an ordinary rapper.
Even though I have some of Cap's newest releases monopolizing the bottom spots, if you collect the best tracks from these into a single album, then you end up with a true banger that would rank much higher. So he's putting out good music. It's just diluted a bit by being spread out over multiple albums. I'm still grateful to have the tracks though. Plus, Cap's gotta eat, so no hate for him doing what he needs to.
I'm a hip-hop waterhead, you Nantucket. My slang is editorial, dude, you gotta love it. Never caught in these tricks because I rise above it. Never caught in these tricks because I rise above it.
Number 97.
They gon' get this work.
Baby,
They gon' get this work.
baby,
They gon' get this work.
baby,
They gon' get this work.
baby.
In 2020, when the world shut down due to a global pandemic, no clan member released a single album, except for Cap. And he dropped 2 on us. And then he made it 3 in a row with Black Tarrzann, the first Wu album of 2021. It's a bit of a concept album, and the cover art is amazing. I don't care what anyone else says.
1 girl, 2 girl, 3 girl, 4, 5 girls, 6 girls, 7 girls more. Promise I'll pull out if you let me hit it raw.
Number 96. The Yin and the Yang was the first Wu-Tang album without any RZA beats or production. And it shows. Definitely my least favorite release from the first decade of the Wu, but at least we got 1 track produced by Deck, 1 chorus from Ghostface, and the best track on the album is a high-energy collaboration with Raekwon. Still, it's worth revisiting the Yin and the Yang every now and then.
The Wu got knowledge, represent 5%, 100%. Pay attention to the stretch Lincoln, drinking Avion, Dawn, stay calm under pressure.
Number 95.
Party people, welcome to the gathering. Many of you tonight have traveled for many miles to hear the master of the art display styles and techniques. Now with this piece of steel that I hold so firmly,
I really like this album's laid-back soul sound, and it definitely complements Masta Killa's chill flow. Plus, it's always nice to hear Old Dirty's voice, even when it's just for a brief moment. I just wish the skits were replaced by more songs. I think that would have helped to keep the vibe going a bit better.
My Killer Cali gangsters arrive for me. Got brothers in the Bay that'll die for me. Got the best weed smoke, choke, no seeds. Mexican Crip blood, we on one seed.
Number 94.
I got this pain buried deep that I'm trying to escape from. It's something inside of me, I need a beat and a great drum. Trials and tribulations be wearing me down. Plus family that I love, they be tearing me down.
The thing about the clan's diverse personalities and styles is that we all have our different favorites, and for various reasons. Cappadonna just so happens to be the one that I personally connected with the least. It doesn't mean I don't like him or that there's not great songs on the pilgrimage, it just helps partly to explain his spots on my list.
Cuban Link Kings was at a party at Queens. Reebok Exofit, Carl Canai jeans. No gap, just laying in the crack. Way in the corners where the players was at.
Number 93.
I'm still debating whether I should build or destroy while the earth keep on shaking. I'ma keep on making. Hit after hit, we coming out of the basement. There's no replacement from a slew of great men.
One big positive about Hook Off is its inclusion of women rappers, especially Wonder Woman, on 3 different tracks. It has by far the most female verses of any Wu-Tang album on my list, and it's not even close. One negative is that the audio levels between some tracks is inconsistent. Nothing major, but still noticeable enough to drop Hook Off down a few spots.
You don't have to be at the studio just to let the verse out. The spiritual love in your heart, just let it burst out. Spiritual love, let the mosque and the church out. It's the feeling that you get when you grow up on the right route.
Number 92.
Pillage up your village, contaminate your water with blood like oil spillage. We got white boy privileges, Einstein cranium, experimenting with germanium. The Wu slang inspired hip-hop brains like Kane in them.
RZA dropped 3 short Bobby Digital albums in 2022, with Digital Potions being the 3rd one released and his lowest spot on my list. The main thing that keeps all 3 from ranking higher is how short each one is, clocking in at less than 30 minutes each. Now, if you combine all 3 of those into a single album, then that resulting Bobby Digital album may have made my top 20.
Clients bought the clearance, and after his physical disappearance, ruler Zigzag Killah made his physical appearance.
Number 91.
Yo, it hurts so much and the pain won't go away. I'm lost in the world, it's like I'm a stowaway. I've been in the jungle most of my life. Other places that I lived was hard and tight.
Show Me the Money is pretty solid from start to finish. It's just a little short, clocking in at only 33 minutes. Also, there's only a few standout bangers among the 9 tracks, but this is also the second of 3 different albums that Cap released in less than a 1-year span, so it's not like he wasn't putting out some good work during this time.
Only be around who I went to school with. None of my homies ain't nothing to fool with. Get that bag first, then we add verse. Add search, your breath stink, you better add search. Addy Mac turf, let the ladies twerk.